of Essence of War, and tonight we have a brotherly derby match between RH World Building. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Catiglio. Always glad to be here.
Rob is a resident guest star of our show, and today he's playing with Epoch. Good morning there.
Good morning, my dear host, and everybody watching.
Nice to have you guys on board, and we'll also be playing that type of match with new rules that nobody has ever tested before, and you know, we need brave players to see how things go. So today we will be using a slightly modified version of the Demon Legion army, which will be played by
Me, Rob.
That was Rob's.
Rob in Blue will be playing with the new Demon Legion. So thank you for braving the unexpected combinations. We will see that in a second. And Epoch, on the other hand, will be continue playtesting the Vampire Covenant army that we are almost done with experimenting with, I don't know, prepositions at the end of the sentence. We know that you guys don't care. Leeway.
Probably a witch in there somewhere.
There's a witch. There's always a witch. Must be the season
always.
of the witch. As the song says.
Love it.
Nice.
All right. So you now see the patrol for the Vampire Covenant over here. Drawn by Rob himself. Vampire Courtier, 10 ghouls, 20 zombies, and 5 spectral hunters. The spells are Hasten the Hour and Arise, which I can make in red so that we recognize that it is yours. Here we have the playtesting matrix, in case you hadn't seen it before. With in red the match that we are playing right now. So we're almost completed, only 6 matches to go. And then I think it will be time to release something new, I suppose.
Something very new. I think. I mean, I don't even know what it is at this point, but
so new that is.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, hey, you added snap points to the cards. Nice.
Yeah, you have the snap points. Actually, you can make a column of cards, more or less in the region where you have these guys.
Whoops, snap them to the
sorry,
unit. Nice.
I moved that one.
Not a big deal.
Exactly. So these guys over here, and then you have your spells. We have the armies for Rob as well. I can do the honors, and no, come on, I won't. I will let you do that. Please, guys, come and roll 1 die each. You can choose which one you want to roll.
I'll take the map.
Rob is taking the map die, and Epoch is taking the player die. So it's going to be Rob starting on map 3. So let me load map 3. Here we go. Lock stuff in place. And Rob, you will get to choose the deployment zone.
Okay. Sorry, let me just finish getting my cards situated here. Unless you want to help me out with this, P.
With great pleasure. I can do that.
All right, good, because I'm hopeless.
There you go.
Okay.
This one probably you don't need. You just need the spells.
I'm gonna take
new tokens from Dragon
this,
Plague miniatures, cute ones. You're taking the left side, brilliant, so that matches with the color that we have down here. Gorgeous, we like that. So while you deploy your army, I can give a brief introduction to the players on what this army looks like. So this is the new Demon Legions. We have 1 Harbinger, then we have 4 times 2, so 8 imps in 2 ranks. We have 15 Myrmidons in 3 ranks and 5 Hellhounds. And what is new here compared to the last time we've used Demon Legions is the Daemonic rule. So here you can see that the Daemonic rule means that if the unit fails a break test, it does not flee, but instead it suffers a wound for each point by which it failed the test. This is different from the way it was before, and this is different from the way undead currently works. Because in undead, when an undead unit loses a combat, it suffers a wound for each point of combat score by which it lost the combat. So before Daemonic was a bit like undead, but this is different to how it is in the Fantasy Battles version of the game, and so we decided to harmonize the two so that they play in a similar way. The other difference is that now Daemonic doesn't give you Aegis by itself, so we've written the Aegis value on the cards. It's 5 up for Imps, 5 ups for Myrmidons, 5 up for Hellhounds, and 4 up for the Harbinger. And then we have 2 new spells. One is Know Thine Enemy, which gives you +2 offensive skill and +2 defensive skill for 1 turn, a friendly unit within 18. And the other one, it's Fate's Judgment, which is D3 hits that wound automatically with AP 0 to an enemy unit within 18 inches and within line of sight, provided that nobody is in combat. Alright, so we have deployment. Is this done?
Yep. Our
Nice.
timing's really starting to crackle.
I'm starting to crackle already?
Our timing.
The
is,
timing, alright.
Our timing is good. Sorry, that one doesn't translate necessarily.
Because I'm usually having problems with my sound card, so good to know.
Yeah, poor choice of words. But
Alright, so Epoch, it's now your turn. You
for
can deploy your units. And
Alright,
in the meantime,
let's get going.
I can give a guided tour in case somebody is watching the stream and is curious about what's going to happen. If you are indeed watching the stream, let us know if my voice is crackling and all sorts of audio problems. In the meantime, let me tell you, we are going to have 1 vampire courtier. Nice dude, quite good in combat, and also some magical abilities. The spells are Hasten the Hour, which is a missile, 18 inches, within line of sight. Nobody has to be in close combat, neither the caster or the target. And it's 1 hit that wounds automatically with AP 10. Even if you are inside a unit, it can still snipe you. The other spell is Arise, and it targets all friendly units within 6 inches, and every unit recovers the number of health points previously lost. You cannot use that to bring the unit past the initial model size. And the other thing that's interesting is that if the target unit has 1 or more joined characters, you have to choose if the unit or the character is affected. You cannot, if you put your vampire in a unit, only one of the 2 is going to get the resurrection, and resurrection is written here on the card next to the unit logo symbol. All right, so
I'm not quite done, and I had a couple of questions about little rule cases.
Please.
So, starting with, okay, line of sight is blocked by either friendly or enemy units, right?
correct.
correct.
And if a character is joined to a unit, say my vampire goes in with the zombies, how is line of sight calculated? Is it from the individual character model or the unit as a whole? And if it's from the individual character model, do the zombies on either side of him block his LOS?
All right, so it would be individually the same way it works for shooting. When you shoot, you calculate line of sight individually for each model. And since you have 45 degrees, and since your character has to be in the front all the time, I don't expect it would be possible for a model to the side to block the line of sight, right?
Right. So if he's here as your, oh god, what was that?
So
If he's here as you're saying, so obviously this is a clear line of sight. This is a clear line of sight.
Yeah.
But if he's firing this way, this is still a clear line of sight through the models in his unit.
It wouldn't, because this is your line of sight anyway. So you cannot go in that direction, right? All of this is invisible to you. So
So it's exactly if he were an individual character that just happens to be standing in the unit.
Exactly, yeah. You can move the character around in your movement phase, for example, like so. You can do this, but you know, in any case, you would not be able to trace line of sight in this direction.
Got it. Okay, nice clear answer. The second one is sort of similar. Oh, so obviously that was relevant to Hasten the Hour. Now let's talk about Arise for a second. He gets, does he have, first off, does he have it's like a 6-inch radius around him
Yes.
that I can display?
All right, you
Nope,
can
that's a
use
wound
exactly
state.
that thing.
Ah, yeah, okay. Excellent. So you, okay. So if we pop that over here. Okay, so imagine that our zombies unit has taken a couple of casualties, and he pings Arise. The zombie unit is partially within 6 inches. I assume this radius of 6 inches just has to touch the zombie unit to make them eligible for Arise, right?
Yes.
And then, should the units that are deceased happen to be outside of the radius, does it matter? It sounds like it restores hit points to the unit as a whole, and consequently, some models may come back from the grave, and it doesn't really matter where those models are placed.
I see. All right. So the point is that as long as you have 1 pixel of the model in there, then you're going to be able to catch the unit there. If this guy is dead already, like twice, being a zombie, you would still be able to raise the units because you would be considering the unit boundary, and the unit boundary is within 6. Now the problem is that imagine that this unit has lost an entire rank. So let me put these guys here, and let's imagine that you have been fighting with this unit of myrmidons over there, and they have attacked you in the rear, for example. In this case, you don't have the space to raise more models at the rear of your own unit, and then in that case, it's not going to work.
Okay, and I can make sense and can live with that, but actually, can you rewind like 2 actions? Actually, that right there is perfect. So this unit has lost 1 person. The unit boundary is in my range, but the model that would be resurrected is outside my range. They'll still come back, right?
Yep.
Since the unit is eligible.
It's just the unit.
Correct.
So
Got
my question is, the one case we didn't cover in there, I don't think, is this unit's boundary theoretically doesn't extend to there anymore, so this would not be eligible.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
The unit boundary of the unit ends here. Correct. Nice.
Yep. The rank no longer exists. Understood. Okay.
Nice.
I am on board with all of that.
All right.
That was actually good for my point of reference too. I probably should have gone through all that last week when I played the vampires.
Yep. You are going to want to know that. Okay. Give me a moment to shuffle things around. Same general idea, I think.
In the meantime, I'm going to take this chance to say hello to everybody in the chat. Remy's here. Remy, let us know if the bees attack my microphone. We count on you.
That's been a problem in the past. Okay.
It does happen. Scarlet is getting old.
Oh, yeah.
It's old enough. His video card, or sound card, is old enough and finicky enough that it has a name.
Well, that's the. I assume you're using a Focusrite Scarlet as
that's the
a
brand
model
name.
actually.
But it is true that all my computers have also always had names, and it always been names, girl names starting with a J. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's always been girls' names starting with a J.
That is interesting. What's your current one?
Currently, it's Yelena, for some reason, which is a J only, in writing. It doesn't even work that way as a J sound.
Right.
Yeah. Cheating.
Mine all get like fantasy names.
Yeah.
The one I'm on right now is Erebus.
Erebus. Okay.
Erebus, the Greek god of the night.
Yeah.
No, the void.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to place that.
Nyx is night. Erebus is void.
Yeah. See?
So you will have to scoot the zombies over just a little
they're a
bit
little
to
too
preserve
close.
the 1 inch.
1 inch. Yeah.
But
Got it.
Does yours have a name, Rob?
works for me. No. I don't really name my computers.
Good.
I tried. I suggested. He wasn't into it.
Healthy person. Don't sway him. Epoch.
Well, I name like cars and things like that, so it's not really any different. It's just not.
Anyway, this is fine. Is this an inch as well? Yes, it is. All right, done.
Okay, so we are ready to go. Excellent. Well then, guys, have fun. Rack faces.
Yeah. Good luck.
Okay.
Let's
Good luck
feed
to
a
you as
whole
well,
lot of
sir.
things into. Actually, it's now 2 different wood chippers. I was thinking this like undead versus demonic in the previous state before we changed the rules was just going to be putting things in a wood chipper. Every battle ends with 5 more things dying.
Yeah, somebody's
But-
gonna die extra.
Yeah. Now it's 2 separate wood chippers between the break test thing and the undead rule.
Yeah, yeah. It's good that we are giving more identity to the way the demons work, because otherwise it's a bit of a betrayal of the functioning, I would say. Alright, spells. So we are in the movement phase from the Demon Legions, and here we go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What's the... Okay. Alright, so that's 16. I have a total march of 18, so that's good. Oops. So 1, 2, 3. And that's all we're going to do for the imps. Okay, which brings us to the magic phase. Three and 2.
That is probably good. Oh, I'm out of range anyway. Never mind.
Oops. It's an irrelevant ping, had nothing
Yep.
to do with anything. Alright, yeah, you're out of range of my missile. Another not relevant ping. So it's just putting know thine enemy. And P just to, oh, he might not even be here.
Yeah, no, I'm
Are you there
listening.
for just, okay. Does know thine enemy just no longer affects agility? Or was that a different spell?
That is interesting. Let's say it does not affect agility.
Okay.
You're playing against, yeah. Well, I mean, with the vampire, that might be interesting. That might be relevant. So a bit of context for friends watching the game. There's been a bit of back and forth on whether we should have that in. Let's put that in. Okay, so it will give
So what does it say in the
+2
book?
agility provided you don't have in there. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
On top of what's written on the card, so 2 offense, 2 defense, and 2 agility.
2 agility provided you have agility higher than 0, because the point, Epoch, is that
Got it.
this should not interfere with units that have a great weapon, and so they shouldn't be buffed by this. So since it's a bit conditional,
Like my
it's a
hunter.
bit, exactly. So since it's a bit conditional on that, we're trying to simplify that. But then I've been told that I was making the spell less interesting than it could have been. So let's say that it also gives agility +2, provided you don't have 0, which is, you know, everybody in the Demon Legion book. Yes. So know thine enemy.
Well, either way, I'm casting it on the Hellhounds.
All right.
Oh shit! It's supposed to be 3 dice.
All right. Important because that makes a
Yes,
7.
because I wouldn't have made it otherwise.
I will resist insofar as I can.
2 dice for
I
you.
mean, I didn't roll that well.
Yeah,
So
it's
Tied.
enough.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
doesn't go off.
No, that enemy.
Okay, I suppose, because wasn't
Not likely to matter.
necessarily going to be super relevant.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be relevant actually at all. But oh, let's see. I am in range for my imps. They have 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was just looking.
So I can. Here's an interesting question. I would only be one guy, so we're going to shoot the ghouls with maybe just the front rank, I think.
Yeah.
Seems
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh no, that moved to the frame.
Yeah. Correct. Only the front rank.
Your front rank and my front rank seem to be mutually in range.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so 4 shots hitting on 6s because I moved and it's long range. Alright. Your turn, sir. A quick one.
Okay. All right, let me see my movement here. The interesting. I just had a little mental recalculation. All of the undead units, all of my units are undead, so all of them have to be within range to march, which means I need to make a little
Correct.
change to what I was going to do. Okay. Well, we are going to start with these sort of obvious choices. Everybody to me looks like they're within marching range.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let's start here, though. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I love this precision.
One.
Average moves.
It makes the wheeling so much easier for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
And then,
it really does.
Alex, one thing that you can theoretically do
Yep.
To kind of get your way around some of that marching stuff is you can move these zombies and then say the spectral hunters were a little further over here.
Right, move my count
You
over
can
there.
move your general and then move your spectral hunters.
And then finish the rest of my general's move. Can you split it up between things like that?
That I don't think you can really do.
Okay. We activate a unit or a character, take all of its movement, and then activate the next unit. Okay.
If you're being precise, I mean, if it's just kind of...
Sure. I need to go a little further with these. Okay, each of these have moved 6, and I think that's enough for me. The ghouls will go... Excuse me, the hunters. 8. That is the minimum that they're going to do, but...
So just a reminder for the other viewers, normally cavalry size units that are marching through a hindering terrain will have to take dangerous tests, but the spectral hunters have the rule fly, so they ignore impassable terrain and terrain features. provided provided they don't start or end the movement in that feature.
That is enough to expose them to a flank charge, isn't it?
Sure is.
Yeah.
A tasty one.
You
Yeah, I
would
can't do
check
that.
your model to see whether you are in the flank of the opponent.
I meant his Myrmidons
But yes, I
charging me.
can see them
Yeah.
to charge them.
Right. Let's see if I can get away from that somehow. Oop, how did you get... I'll move back, hang on. Okay. And we'll pop him back in.
So that's like 9.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're at right now.
I think it was 8. It must be 9, you're right. Okay. That is fine. Let's think about it for the second. Base move of Myrmidons is 5. 5.
Correct.
Yes.
So a reasonable charge is 12. They're still in it. These had previously moved 6. So 7, 8. We're not being too precise, so I hope you don't mind me going back and forth.
It's alright, yeah. It would just be if you wanted to do a semi-shady move, like move your general to move another unit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That I might be a little more exacting on it. But yeah,
I
you're
will
good. Okay.
accept that. I don't have enough of a plan to know if any of this is a good idea. That would be 7 there. That'll be fine. That'll be my front line. And then I have to get the count close enough. His move is significantly better, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I should just keep this 6-inch tool handy. I'm gonna leave that behind him if you don't mind, because I'm gonna be using it a lot.
Totally fine.
Movement, we'll call movement complete right there. Okay, next phase. Charges none. Magic.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Shuffle. Shuffle is the roll button, of course. And then... Okay.
5 to 4.
5, 4.
Kind of okay getting that out of the way right now.
Yeah.
No raising to be done.
No raising to be done,
18.
however. Hasten.
18
On the-
inches requiring line of sight.
I had
Oh.
forgotten about the LOS requirements.
So if you want to
It's-
shift him over a couple inches
I
either
was
direction, I'm fine with that.
I was thinking about it, but I actually
Or you could do that.
I was gonna say, 1, I can hit the Hellhounds. 2, I'm not actually that invested in this spell at the moment, but I'll tell you what, I'll take the easy shot and hit the Hellhounds. I do not want to do it on 5 dice, because that's ended poorly in the past.
Do you maybe want to either rotate or shift? You know, move? Because currently... that
Oh,
wouldn't
you're
be-
just off the corner.
yeah.
Fair enough, we'll
But yeah, you
rotate
can
him.
rotate. Yeah. That's
Thank you for reminding me. Yes.
pinging.
Hasten the hour, 4 dice, pick a Hellhound. Go. Fuck my...
It's a triple.
Well,
Oops.
never
So,
mind.
Well, to be fair,
Opening with a
I
quick fail.
don't.
You do
I'm
not
gonna
have
give you a chance to avoid this because I am gonna try and dispel it.
Okay. Give it a
Uh,
shot.
Just because 1 Hellhound is relatively valuable.
Does the
although I still
spell
get
work?
my Aegis.
On a miscast,
It does.
Yes,
yeah.
I can
Okay.
I can dispel it.
which will prevent
I-
miscast.
Well, if I fail to dispel it, you still suffer the miscast.
Yes.
That's right, Pete, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would still get my Aegis save.
You do.
Let's see, my odds of getting 17. All right, we're going to the chart here.
All
Look
right,
at
let's
me,
do some
Pete.
math.
I'm learning. My odds of
Not
hitting.
really
What
on
did you get?
chart. Your
17.
your odds off the top of my head, your odds of meeting or beating this are probably 40%.
Mm, yeah.
It's slightly above average, not very
Yeah.
much.
Versus a
Either I
5
forget this,
up
right.
on
Mhm.
1 dice.
And either wounds to me or forget the spell.
All right, well, we'll try and dispel it. We'll go
Let's
for
just see.
it.
Let's just see what happens.
Ho 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 ho! Look at that.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Best
Nice.
case scenario,
I
nothing
don't know.
happens, and that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
I don't lose anybody.
No
I'm good with
spell,
that.
no miscast. That's the friendly
Okay.
solution.
All right. No other magic. No
No
other
shooting.
anything.
Charge phase for the demons.
All right. Because interesting.
I have done my
Because
best to chaff you.
of spacing, I can probably only get,
2.
well, even
Maybe
just because
3.
of base sizes, I can only get 3 at most in a wide open field. But a flank. All right, we're going to declare this charge into the zombies, which is a front, and if I'm not mistaken, is automatic. Yep.
Pretty much.
So we're just gonna traipse over there. Align a little more precisely. Which I think will get me out of the inch from the impassable. Although I don't think that matters on a charge. Okay, well that's not working because I'm not straight up and down. Okay, this guy is cornered on this guy.
So stipulated.
Yes, thank you. And that's my only charge for the moment. Or for this turn, I should say.
Alright.
Movement phase. The Myrmidons are... Spectral Hunters are advance 8. They're currently at 5. Imps are currently 7. And ghouls are advance 4. Currently a 9 away from the ghouls. Alright, so the Myrmidons are just going to... Oop, wrong way. 1. Right. That's all they're gonna do, P, so
Okay.
not to interrupt you marking my
Alright.
my units. As much as I appreciate it,
Minimalistic
a mellow.
movement. I like it.
What's the range here, though?
Myrmidons by Greebo.
Alright, the imps are not going to move so that they don't have to... They can move up a little bit and get into short range, but it's the same modifier anyway. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, that is my movement. Magique. Big Daddy.
Gonna get fun.
Okay, so I am within 18 inches of everything. I do not have line of sight on your general, but that's fine. Okay, we're gonna do 3 dice. Know thine enemy on the Hellhounds.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right there.
Ending a 7. 13.
Perfect.
I have 4 to your 7 to dispel with.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually more worried about you buffing that unit than I am about things dying because they're all undead. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's
And
that.
if you have a 7, yeah, to put enough dice meaningfully to stop this, I might as well put them all. So that doesn't happen, but go ahead and kill a bunch of people.
Okay. And now we're going to cast Fate's Judgment on the Spectral Hunters. Our
Yep.
other token, our beautiful token from Dragon's Lake.
Those are pretty chill.
And we have 4 dice remaining.
Screw it up. Huh. Well,
I didn't roll great, but it's only a 5 casting value, so that's
Yep.
fine. Alright, so we need our trusty D3. Oops. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Give
Get
her
up.
a roll.
come on.
And it is...
Take 2.
Okay, just straight D3, not D3 plus 1 or anything.
No.
Wound
Aegis
automatically
still
equals
applies for
0.
these?
Yes,
It
sir.
does.
Okay, so I have 2 5-ups to deal with. Come on, boys. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alright.
1 down.
Yeah, not bad.
Let's pull off. Doesn't really matter, but pull off that side. With everyone's permission, is it easier to like hold the units out here if they might be resurrected, or just delete them and recreate them later?
You
up
can
to you.
always do Control C, Control V, so you can delete it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just kill it now.
Pateglio
Okay.
both loves copy paste and likes a tidy board.
Okay.
So
That's the cutest way to say that I'm a bloody.
I would say
OCD
leave them
dude.
to the sides because I say leave them to the side because it creates that kind of vampire intimidation factor.
But
Yeah,
if you do
right.
that,
I'm just
then I
gonna
do
put him over
this.
here because you know
Yeah.
the flick.
Okay.
You know he's coming back. I'll just keep him over here for later.
Yeah. Well, that one might not be coming back, honestly.
Well, yeah, none of those guys might be coming back.
Also
You'll
true.
find, I think, because now we have shooting 8 shots on 5s
Mhm.
at the Spectral Hunters. Maybe I'm just being optimistic, but
Look
Ugh.
at that.
maybe I'm not.
You might not be.
6,
Lord.
and we're strength
5.
5.
2 ups.
Oh, baby. So 6,
I hate
2
it.
ups.
All right.
5 out of the 6.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right. Well,
You do still
let's
get your
talk.
Aegis.
We
The
still
armor
have
too.
armor first.
Armor, too. You're right.
So
Sorry.
this is a 6-up and then a 5-up for
Yeah.
armor and Aegis. Okay, so first 5 at 6s,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Oh,
beast.
yes. and then 2 more at 5s. All right.
All right.
Could have been amazing, but you still deleted half my stupid unit.
So,
So
2
one from
more.
the left, one from the right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Please go
We'll take it.
ahead. Yeah, you will.
With a res value of 1 on that unit,
Yeah.
even if there's 3 of them.
And even if they're still standing there when the magic phase comes around,
Okay. So,
they weren't gonna be,
Combat.
but now they probably are.
all right. So, with your agility 1, I am going first.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 3. I have 15 attacks. Offensive 5. Am I hitting on 2s?
You are.
Oh my god, I'm hitting on 2s.
There's zombies, man. Like,
It's a good feeling, huh? Because
Yeah.
you,
Well, I
you are
wasn't
offense.
expecting
You're
offensive
offense
5.
7, are you not?
Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even think about that. That's great.
Offensive 7
Wow.
is a pleasure.
That's really fun. All right, so we're gonna do 9 and 6.
yep.
9, 6.
I see a satisfying number of
There's
ones.
a lot of ones there, so that's 10
10.
hits.
10 hits.
All right, and then we're strength 3, so we're 10 wounding on 4s. Three, just 3. Are
Cool.
you serious?
Cool.
Oopsies.
That's disappointing.
No armor
No,
and no Aegis. So
Aegis,
3 zombies off the back.
I got
Okay.
greedy.
No, that should have worked. That should have worked much better than it did. So,
Yeah.
all right, zombie time.
Yes. Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Supporting attacks is only the second row, right? So I get 10 zombie
Yes.
slams.
Yes.
Okay. Attack 1.
You're
Defense.
still hitting on 4s.
I'm still hitting on
I
4.
suppose on 5, right? Because the difference
Oh yeah,
is
because I am
Minus-
actually.
Oh, you're buffed. Okay.
I'm actually
All right.
defensive 5.
9 and
it's-
1 for 10 on 5+. 2.
3.
Which
the
is...
same 3.
Oh, excuse me, 3. Yep. And then I have strength of 3, defense probably 5.
4.
They're
It's
res
resilience.
4, so 5s.
And res isn't buffed by the spell. Okay. So
No,
3
it's
at 5.
Oh boy.
Look at
Put
that.
two
Oh
of
man,
them
I
through.
thought you were getting 6, 6, 5 there.
Would have been great, but I'll take 2.
All right,
then
2 with 5 ups.
Ooh.
So 1 wound.
I will trade with you all day long. That is
Yeah.
almost an ideal outcome.
Okay, so I have charge and 3 wounds for 4. You have 3 ranks and a
one
wound, so it's
Oh.
just a push.
Yep.
That
Love
makes
it.
me very sad.
Yep. Sad panda.
Yeah, but you know, is what it is. All right, your turn.
Whew,
So
okay.
just since neither of us lost combat, neither of our special rules kicks into effect, right, P?
Can you believe that? Both armies have a
Right.
special rule.
We were like, all right, demonic versus undead, and
Unbelievable.
Look, we're still firing up the wood chipper.
Alright.
Okay, that
Alright.
that
that's how we do
starter
it.
chord. That starter chord's a real tough pull.
God, I hate the
I know.
lawnmowers and stuff.
Okay. Let's see. I believe so. We declare charges first. Here's where it gets interesting. So first off, we gotta be. There's no way we can make that. Okay, noted. But with a move of 4, we need an 8. And with a move of 8, we need a 5. And that would totally wreck my ability to arise. The consequences of a failed charge are that you just kind of move a little bit. The lower of the 2 dice numbers, if I
higher.
remember
Higher
correctly.
of the
The
two.
higher of the 2 dice
Yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
in the direction that the charge would go. And that's kind of it, right? There wasn't a morale penalty or anything.
No, nothing else.
Okay. Ghouls charge Myrmidons.
Okay,
And
I have to hold.
Yes. Oh, boy, I don't know. Let me look at the imp card for a second. They're pretty trash.
heard that.
Yep. I mean, they're good at guns, but that is it.
Yeah.
And I think
they're pretty
I need to tie them up. So I will
Just-
declare both charges.
Just because
The
they're
hunters.
demonic and undead, it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. Oh wait, no, maybe that means
It,
exactly that.
that is what that means, yeah. Okay, both charges will be declared: the ghouls against the myrmidons and the hunters against the imps.
Okay.
Right.
We resolve those
Starts
now.
rolling.
Okay,
Yes.
ghouls. This is clearly a front charge. The
Because that's the order. You
Well-
first declare them all, then you declare all the reactions, and then that means that you can declare.
Yep.
all.
activate them one by one, and reactions are decided for us because demonic versus undead.
You can
Ghoul.
actually roll them in whatever order you choose, but in this
Yes.
case, it doesn't matter because they
Doesn't
will
matter.
obstruct each other.
The ghouls I see a distance of 12 inches. Is that right?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. They
And-
need an 8.
I need an 8.
Okay.
For the
Good
for
luck,
the
boys.
benefit of those watching, I just wanted to highlight that mine was the passive aggressive way of saying, now that you're gonna roll a die, then it means that the vampire can never declare a charge. You know, for example, that's the legalese speech for that. So when somebody
Absolutely fair point.
says something like that, that's what's meant in the background. Okay, I just wanted
Yeah.
to be
Declarations are over, and we are now into movement, but I don't want him to charge anyway. So ghouls. Oh, yes.
And
That little wobble
yeah,
did everything for me.
that's the excitement that actually rolling virtual dice
Yeah.
brings versus just hitting a button and getting a bunch of numbers.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with that? It's the little cockeyed.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Great. And they're still in the circle. I love it. All right. The
Well done.
spectral hunters. I see a distance 13 and a half, so they need a 6.
Mm-hmm.
13 and a half makes it 14. They have.
They have
Yep.
8.
Have 8.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, charging on 6. Easy in. We'll see if they regret it.
They don't want to be shot.
What is the like free spin, free rotate button? Is there one?
Q and E.
Yeah, but those lock to 15 degrees.
Okay,
you
Oh,
do a
right. There's a
half-inch
lock
wheel,
option.
then in that case you just wheel. Essentially, that's all you can do. We have been discussing with the
Yes,
people
thank you.
in the and then now you can advance, because if you grab it then it's gonna change, so you just advance again. Exactly. So we've been talking to
Okay.
the people in the tabletop simulator modding community. Maybe we'll manage to change that. One thing I'll note though is that you probably have to slide left because you have to maximize, and since you have 1 inch
All right, we can
front
corner
edge,
too.
yeah, that's the only way that can work.
Thank you. Okay, so 2 matching 4 there. Got it.
Correct. Remaining moves.
Okay, end of charges. Remaining moves, I need to figure out how to get. Let's see, turn this one off for a second. Turn this one. It can be done. Are you satisfied that both of those touch in 6 inches?
Yeah. Yeah. for
Great.
sure.
That's where he lives. He has. Oops, he's
March
standing
12,
on the
so
tip.
yeah, you have plenty of room.
Great. So that's. He is eligible to arise both of those and does have line of sight if I turn him around to the. To your little scrub hounds over there.
You cannot cast haste in the hour at something engaged in combat.
Good point, but also I don't think it really matters what direction he's facing at the moment, does it?
It's only relevant for charges, because you have to remember that you can only make 1 wheel during the charge movement, even if you are a single
Right.
model.
Right. I do not have any current intention of charging with him, and if I do, it's going to be against those hellhounds anyway. So.
All right.
Fair
perfect.
enough.
Good.
Okay, I believe we're into magic.
Go for it.
Yep.
Okay. You got an obvious thing to do here. Okay. Not actually what I wanted to see here, but we will roll with it.
Yeah, that's actually really good for me.
It is. It is because I can't hasten the hour at the moment, and you have a lot of dice to resist my reses. But we're doing it anyway. My servants never die.
So just for your curiosity, you first apply the effect of the spell, and then you apply the miscast.
Yes. If the spell doesn't resolve, then it cannot be miscast. Yeah.
No, and also I meant, you know, if you get
It
wounds
works.
from the miscast, you don't save them with a rise. That's the, you know.
Okay. Okay. Fair point. I will. We got to go even. 5 is a big risk. 4 dice arise.
Coward.
You saw how it worked the first time when I only rolled 4 dice.
Yeah, you've already done it once.
Clearly can't happen again.
It's another 17. Sweet.
All right.
Sweet 17. Not what I meant.
Oh boy.
Good.
That's
Good,
real
good,
bad.
good. Okay, arise. Target required. Oh, they just straight up res 4. Only 3 of them are dead. All my zombies are back.
Yeah.
Yep.
P, would you mind putting him back? I find it
Uh-huh.
finicky controlling the units in the frame. You're better at it.
Here you go.
Thank you very
They're
much.
back. They have amazing hair, these zombies. That's fantastic.
Oh man, that is great.
All right. That was
That'll be all
magic.
magic. Yep, that was magic.
All right.
With the combats.
fight.
All 3 in combats. That's beautiful.
Where do you
Look
want to
at that.
start?
The only consequence of choosing which one goes is in the case of overrun.
Which is not
Which
going to
I-
happen because nobody flees in with these armies, right?
Okay. Okay. Then I guess it doesn't
Well,
really
yeah,
matter.
you would have to completely wipe me out.
Yeah. Or vice versa is sort of the problem. But
Well, I
doesn't
can't
matter.
overrun if I kill all of your guys because you
Because you didn't
charged.
charge. Okay. Well, let's.
Nobody over here can overrun because we've been in combat for a round.
Got it. It is dependent on charging. Good to
Yeah.
remember. Let's do the interesting one first. The imps and the reapers.
Okay.
Hunters, whatever the heck they
So
are
that's
called.
me first because you have agility 0.
Yep.
So that's hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s, 8 attacks. That's 5. Oof. 3 wounds.
3 come through.
And
then-
AP 0, so you get
Yep.
your 8.
Uh,
You don't get your armor, or I'm sorry, you get your
do.
armor and your Aegis.
yeah, so 3 came through. So 3 coming through, a 6 and then a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 3 on 6. Come on. Not a good
Not this
start.
time.
3 on 5. I got 1. But that
Imps.
means these 2 just straight die before
Look.
they can do anything.
Look at them crappy imps.
Yep. Yep. You made
Who's
it.
trash?
You're
Who's
still trash, but you
now?
are lucky trash.
Yeah, I mean they're trash, but they are victorious trash.
Yep.
Hot
Yep.
likey trash. That's an excellent forum name. Hot likey trash.
Okay. Now that just means you're going to get artillery support for the rest of the game that I can do nothing about. All right. Ghouls and myrmidons. You go first. No, we tie.
Measure this right here.
So given agility tied, they resolve simultaneously, right? Like somebody goes first, but nobody's dead by the time it comes to their turn.
Yeah, if I went first and killed some ghouls,
They're still there.
their attacks still count. Yeah.
Okay. However, tell you what, I would like to go first for a change.
Go for it.
15 attacks, right? 2 in the front row and 1 in the second.
I would say though that the harbinger has agility 5, right?
Oh,
Oh, and he acts separately?
yeah, so he goes
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
Please go.
So the ones killed by the harbinger won't be able to attack after all.
Understood.
All right, so hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, 3 attacks.
Good.
Oops. 1.
All right.
Even better.
All right.
Cool.
So
Nobody
you go
gets right.
first.
All right. Thank you. 15 offense. 3.
So you can now
I
allocate. You can decide in case you want
can.
to put some attacks on the Harbinger instead of the Myrmidons.
And I have to declare the number to begin. I can't go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and see how long it takes.
You have
Okay,
to decide now.
fine.
You have a maximum of 9 that you can place on that dude.
Yes.
Between 0 and 9.
Peteglio, if I'm not mistaken, my bases are bigger than his.
Yeah.
He has a maximum of 6,
Still,
depending on left or right alignment.
Yeah.
but including the ones in the back rank?
That'd be
that would make
No,
6,
I'm
but
an
they have
idiot.
2 attacks each in the front.
Carry on. Go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah. Let's split. Interesting thought. Let's split 5 and 10. Let's go 5 to the Harbinger and 10 to the Myrmidons. Okay.
All right.
I like it.
All right. So let's do the math here first. For the Harbinger, offense 3, defense 5. Is that still 4?
Still 4.
4 plus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 attacks at 4 plus. 2. Strength 3. Res 4. 5
Wounding
plus?
on 5s, yep.
I just said 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, I got one of them.
All right.
Your turn.
Does he have states? No. Take a wound.
Oh, you have Aegis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4 up. But
Never
you know
mind.
what happens when you forget? It's a rule. It's a
Really affects your
Yeah.
luck, yeah.
It is essentially a rule at this point, and it's all
Yeah.
Peteglio's fault.
Absolutely true.
He said it
Okay,
out loud too many
and
times.
10 attacks allocated to the Myrmidons. Offense 3, defense 4, which is still a 4 plus then. 9 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 5.
uh-huh.
Yep. Dead average. Strength of 3.
5s.
Where's the 3?
Mm-hmm. You wound on 4s. It's
I
resilience.
was going to
3
say
for the
4s. They're
wound.
even,
Oh, I'm
right?
looking at the Harbinger again.
Okay, got it.
Never
Yeah,
listen
so
to me.
5 at 4s. I will
Mhm.
take that. 4 go through.
4.
And now it's 5s for the Aegis.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay. Still got my rank, though.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, and I have 10 attacks, 9 attacks. 9, that's nice. I can do it all on one roller. That's tidy. Offensive 5.
F3.
So hitting on 3s,
And wounding on 3s.
wounding on 3s. Cool.
6.
6.
Average.
Higher than
And
average.
5.
5 dead.
Okay.
Oof.
And that's going to pop the back rank.
Oof.
All right, so
Okay.
you have charge,
5 wounds and a
and
charge and a rank.
5
Well, not
wounds,
anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you have 6.
Yep.
And I've got 2 ranks and 5 wounds. You lose by 1.
Okay, so pull 1 more unit.
If I'm correct, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1 more ghoul.
All right.
Okay.
And the last fight.
Yes,
which
sir.
I'm almost certain you go first.
Yes. All right, so we got 12 attacks. Still buffed. So offensive 7. I'm hitting on 2s.
Yeah, it was 2s
Wounding
and 2s if I remember right.
on. Yep. All right.
2s and
9.
4s.
2s and 4s? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, that's 9 and 3. So
10 through.
10
8.
total.
Yep, 10.
4 ups.
Oh, you'd love to see it.
2, 3, and 4 die.
4.
Huh. Still a rank.
Pile of zombies.
Stupid zombies.
Good, good.
Yeah,
And
go for it.
I put 8 into this, right? 4 in contact, 2nd rank.
Yes.
But I'm hitting on 5 and wounding on 6. Is that true?
You're wounding on 5s, but you're hitting on 5s, but you're wounding on 5s as well, because you are strength 3. Yeah, 5 and 5.
Okay. So 8 attacks to hit on 5. 3.
3.
And 3 on 5.
Ah,
None. Not
Wait.
what I wanted.
big change.
Yep.
That's another one who dies.
So well, it's more than one. I
No, you had 3
lose by
ranks,
4.
right?
That's where the calculation is. So I lose by 4,
Yeah.
3 ranks, but 1 dies, and that pulls the
Yeah.
back rank.
So had you lost another one, then you would have lost 2 more. That's, you know, making 3
Okay.
more makes a big difference whether you get
Yep.
the rank or not.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
if I'd
Overkill.
killed one more, it would have been a big swing.
Yeah. So in that sense, something to keep in mind is that, you know, those other 2 zombies attacking might have made a difference. So in that case, it's important that you remember to do post-combat pivots.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what we
Yep.
forgot to do last time. So I won the combat,
Yeah.
so I
Mhm.
decide who goes first.
Uh-huh.
I will let you go first because I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, I don't think
'Cause
I
either
do
way,
anything
you're going to
except.
maximize, and then I
Yeah.
can just shuffle around wherever I want.
Yeah, it's just gonna true up bases. I mean, my ranks are all full and everything, so really all I do is kind of slide to corner.
To make sure this guy's in.
Yeah.
Close enough.
And then, what do I want to do? Do I want to do anything? No, I think I'll just sit right
It's
there.
just- Yeah.
Pretty irrelevant to me,
Mm.
to be honest. I don't think I can.
Yeah, I think it's the good choice because that
I
means
could
that.
I could get it to be a flank, but then
But you
if
want
he
it.
charges me, yeah, I want it to be rear.
Yeah. So
Really.
that sounds very strange to, you know, that sentence. Let's not take that out of context, but you want that to be really totally. All right. Yep. Okay. Because in that way, so the thinking, Alex, is that in
He
that
has
way
to
you have to maximize and put another Hellhound in combat.
Yep.
All right. Good. So that's combat. We go to turn 3 for the demons.
Okay,
Nice.
so we do
5.
gotta think about this with the imps here. They are 13, which is a 9. Could charge him. He's probably gonna just end up shredding them though. So really what I want to do, because I do need to move them, is I need to move on 1/2 inch. I want to be on 1 inch. Not that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does put everybody in short range against your general. But I can't move any further if I still want to shoot. Alright. Yes, no charges. I'm going to move them instead. That's my only movement, which means magic. 5 and 4. Let's see. So I can only cast Know Thine Enemy because of combat.
being in combat with the Harbinger means no fate's judgment.
Okay. So again, we will do 5 dice, know thine enemy, on the Hellhounds again.
Mm-hmm.
15, not very good, but no miscast.
Bam.
Nice. Very well rolled, sir.
You rolled maybe 17 on 4 dice, Alex, is that correct? It's like consistent.
Oh, Alex, you're muted.
Yeah.
Am I? My bad. Yep.
You were.
Alright, you're back.
Probably should keep track. I have too many devices in this chain, so I'm like looking. I have a little view. I have a Focusrite Scarlet 2i2 as well, so
Alright.
I'm looking at the gain meter over there. Yeah, they can hear me. Cool. Yeah, it's at least 3.
All right. Shooting
Yep.
Yep.
in that case. So we moved, but we're in short range, so we're still on 5s. 8 shots.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
4. Sweet.
Yep.
And then he's res
3
4.
hours.
All right, so we're wounding on 3s. 4 wounding on 3s.
3 of them.
Hmm.
However,
That's a
3.
natural
Yes.
4+ armor save.
yep,
3 rolls.
3 at 4+.
Alright.
And
wound.
he
Alright.
does not have any Aegis or anything, so he'll take 1 out of it. There we go.
Okay. So my combat phase. Let's see here. Let's do the Myrmidons and Ghouls first.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna fix myself a drink to see what happens in this combat phase. I'll be back in a second. I'll let you guys roll.
All right.
Shame it's before noon here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't really
perfect
wanna
time.
Don't have the don't have
I'm
the
not-
makings for an appropriate morning drink either.
True, yeah.
Mimosas or
Yeah.
Bloody Marys or whatever. All right. The Harbinger goes first.
Yep.
So we'll do his 3. We decided that was hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s.
Okay.
2 and 1 wound this time.
Fantastic. And clear that they do not have armor or Aegis, so 1 just
So
goes.
that's just -1 ghoul.
Okay.
And then you can do your attacks.
Sure. Probably makes more sense that way, doesn't it? I get 6.
Yep.
And I'm not bothering with the Harbinger anymore. 6 directly to your unit. 3 and 5, so they hit on 4s. 6 at 4. That's
Yeah, of course.
disappointing. I got 2. Strength 3, res 3, even wound on 4s. That's really disappointing.
Yeah.
You're looking good, my friend. Go ahead.
All right. So we've got 9 left.
Yep.
We are hitting on 3s and then moving on 3s. Had we decided? Yes.
I'm
3s and
looking at
3s.
it. Yep, looks appropriate.
9. 6.
Yep.
I think that's exactly what I did last time too.
And if you repeat here, wiped.
5. Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, absolutely obliterated.
So we can just do them all in a chunk.
Mhm. Man, they started strong too.
Oh, am I back
Yeah,
just in time for the
just in time for the last
horrible-
ghoul to fall.
ouch? Okay.
Okay, and then they are just going to rotate slightly.
Yep. Yep.
By ghouls.
And it is your turn 3, sir. What's the courtier
Uh,
doing?
Hang on a second. Did we? This is a dumb question. Did we resolve the hellhounds and zombies? Have
No,
you
we
fought
didn't.
yet?
My bad.
That's okay. Yep. Did I forget some shit? No, you did.
No,
Okay.
I did. Odds are, if you're wondering, did I forget something or did Rob forget something?
No, it's the children
Probably.
who are wrong.
Yes, always. It's the man-child over here who's wrong.
Well,
Okay.
you're up.
So 9, 12.
12.
Like I said, it's
Yeah,
always me that's
each.
wrong. And 3. And that's
What
hitting
are they?
on 2s.
2s and 2s, if I remember
Oh
right.
no, they're
Yep.
not buffed anymore.
Well, I have to
So-
say, you are still offense 5 versus defense 1, right?
Okay, yeah, but
so
it's
still-
so it's 3s.
No,
or is
you
that-
beat me. You beat me
that
by
makes it
4.
to
It's still
2s.
2s
Yeah,
to
it's still
hit,
4 or
although I
more.
bet the wound is.
Son of a gun. All right.
So 10. 10 come through.
Yeah.
And then res 3, strength 3. So these are 4s, which I'm
And it's
suddenly very
3,
grateful
yeah.
of.
Just
Yeah.
3 coming through.
Terrible.
Okay.
Every time. So now the zombies hit on 4s instead of on 5s because of the spell.
Okay.
That's the difference.
I
10
like it.
attacks.
So 10 on 4s.
Mhm.
Good. I see.
7.
Okay. Yep, 7. But the wounding is still not great. 3 and. So
Res
wounds on
4.
5.
Yeah.
Oh.
3.
So 3 5-ups.
Brutal.
Oh baby,
Yep.
Look at that.
Absolutely brutal.
it's got to be that guy.
However, I think we push at resolution. 3 wounds versus 1 wound and 2 ranks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is awesome.
We've died twice already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for the vampire. You know?
The
Just-
courtier's just
Yeah.
courtier's just standing over here, still trying to pull start this wood chipper.
Yeah. I actually love. So thinking back, if I remember correctly, we've had 5 melee combat resolutions. In one of them, has the actual special rule mattered? The other results were 2 pushes and 2 routes, obliterations.
Well, and the
Scorched
other
earth.
one was 1 single wound.
1 single wound gone through. Yep.
And,
Okay,
and especially crucially, none yet for the demons themselves. So we changed
Yeah,
the
Right.
rule.
No,
but
they
we
haven't
haven't
had to
tried
make a
it yet.
crit yet.
Test yet.
And something
Yeah.
tells me it might not even happen next turn, depending on. You know.
Either they
Dies.
won't be there,
Yeah.
or
Right. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
What a
Um,
mess.
Declaring charges. Let me look at Arise real quick. No restrictions. Great. Love
You can
it.
be in combat.
Charge.
Yeah.
Charge.
Go for it.
We have
Automatic.
now acquired a flank charge, if I remember correctly, because he is facing.
Oh my
into
god,
their
you
flank.
have.
Yep.
But I had to take that guy, so there's. Nope.
Uh,
It's still rear because it's half
yeah.
front
Yeah.
front of your base.
Okay.
So
From
it's
based
where,
on your
where
line. of sight.
my arcs. Yeah,
Interesting.
my arcs is what determines it.
Got
Yeah.
it.
More than 50% of your
Man.
front facing
And
is in
I
my
am-
rear arc.
This is also interesting too. For the math and geometry nerds out there, I'm absolutely in that tiny little arc where the difference between this is drawn at a 45-degree square angle on a rectangle versus this is drawn from the center of the model to the point.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Nope. But
That's
I agree.
a true 45 degrees. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I'm off by less than 2 degrees, but you're correct.
Yeah,
It is a back
that's-
charge. I'm doing it anyway because we're getting desperate here.
Right. Well, I mean, this hellhounds can't wound to save their lives, so.
Yeah. Charge declared. It's automatic. It's
Oh
what,
shit!
5
Why have
inches?
we not been using those from the beginning, P?
Oh
These
wow.
are,
about
we're
that.
using the ones by Little Joe. Those ones
I
haven't
love
been,
Little Joe's
Okay.
models, but I totally forgot about the new ones that you
They
did.
haven't been cleared yet, and they're gonna have to
Oh,
have a
okay.
chat with
Just a
the
little
folks at
peek.
Aberrant Games. If you ever buy stuff from Aberrant Games, leave them a message and say, like, you know, let Piteyo use The models painted by Folkienn in the mods.
I'm
Just
gonna
saying.
do that
Just saying.
this afternoon because I need to build a Demon's Patrol, and there's gonna be no GW in sight.
Sweet. I love to hear that. Say hello to the Baron Games folk from my side.
I will.
Nice.
All right. Nicely done.
Charge
sir.
resolved, it was automatic.
Yep.
And the next phase is movement. I have none available. I think we go right to magic, so...
Bring it on, bring it on. Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
That's big time.
That could be big. I mean, clearly
that-
I have one option.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
When you have one spell, that's beastly. I don't like it.
Huge res. Spray on the wall.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really.
God, what?
I don't know.
I'm
not
still
gonna be
only-
able to kill all those zombies anyways, but you'll be starting from an extra rank.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
roll the dice. We still have to make it happen.
Yeah, and I'm still only rolling 4 because I'm sketched out by all
It's
this.
enough for a 17, right? 14.
14.
anyway. Great.
Get
See,
14
and
on
I
2 dice,
can't-
Rob.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
can't
get-
spell it, so.
Four
So
more.
the
1, 2, 3.
Count recovers
and
his
4.
wound. Right. Yeah, he recovers 1 wound and 4 zombies. Fan freaking tastic. That's magic. And melee combat. The vamp goes
Courtier
first
is
by
first,
quite a
yes.
lot. Wow, he has 4 attacks? Jeez.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I knew it was good, but I thought it capped out at 3. Okay, offense 6. Defense 3, so 3 plus to hit on 4.
Mm-hmm.
He still misses 2 of them. Okay, 2 hits going through strength 5 res.
3s.
4 on 3s.
Oh,
Good
my God.
lord, buddy.
That's how he
man.
rolled.
That's how he rolled for me last week.
Oh, look
He
at
completely
this guy.
whiffed
Yeah,
every single
total-
attack he had in my game last week.
Total fucking scrub.
That's why he's so upset.
Yeah.
But he's already, just by the nature of being there, he's already
He's
+2 static
contributing.
res. So
yeah.
And 1 for the charge, right? So it's
Right.
already bringing 3
+3.
into the game.
what a
Yeah.
dick.
Okay, Rob, go.
All right, so all my attacks are going into the zombies, obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
9 hitting on 3s,
On 2s, really.
2s.
2 still, right?
Just enough.
I
for
don't know why I
2s.
keep having so much trouble with that.
But that is the hardest calculation because it's in bands.
Ouch. All right,
Yeah.
so 5, and then wounding on 3s this time, though. No wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
Whew.
For 1.
For 1.
They're just
mean,
not into it.
The
Does
famous
pop the rank, but
So that just means I lose by less.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, this could get interesting.
All right,
10
so the actual
zombies.
amount that I lost by doesn't matter, but I lost.
Well, yeah, we're about to find out how much that matters.
Zombies.
10 attacks that hit on
On
So-
4s.
4s.
4s and 5s to wounds.
Well,
3.
3 on 5s. 1.
All right.
5 up to save. Nope. Ooh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
now here's
Alright.
what we get. We actually don't have to do the calculation real precise. You clearly
No, I
lost.
just have to test. Yeah.
Right. Oh, but the test is affected by the margin, right?
Exactly. Now it's the point
Uh,
where,
yeah,
where it
right.
matters here. So wounds
I
is
see
the
a
same.
+5, right?
Yeah,
2 for back, 1 for charge, 2 additional ranks for 5.
yeah. Correct.
Are you close to your
So-
general?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. It's 12 inches, right? I was
are.
thinking 6.
It's
so
12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
I get discipline 8, so I can pass on a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
a 6.
So you suffer 3
that
based on the
means
difference because
exactly
Daemonic.
that you lose by 3. So the 3 with the 6,
Okay.
and that means
So
8
they're dead.
pops. So
Okay.
this difference that we had in terms of demonic versus undead, in this circumstance, is not playing any role.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it dies now. It would have died anyway. At this point, Epoch, you can do combat pivots. And if you want to pivot the zombie unit, remember to grab it by the guy who's in the middle, so that you rotate around that guy.
And I technically do want to pivot. Even that is enough. Yeah, we'll stay in the circle, but don't present flanks to the imps. I know they're far away, but still. Okay, best I can do.
Okay.
Is it possible, under the Essence of War rules, for an individual character to join a unit?
No. What you do at the beginning of the battle is what you stick with for the entire
Understood.
duration.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that will be a possibility in the advanced rules.
Well, we're discussing
potentially.
that. Yeah, it's. I'm wondering what's best. So maybe Epoch, you can give us your opinion on that too. I still don't know whether it's needed or whether you have enough depth anyway as it is. You don't.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of harkening back to WFB. There were things that said for a character embedded in a unit, like I cast this buff on the unit that I'm embedded in, so it mattered. Here, there really isn't much of a difference between acting alone and acting as part of a unit, except in the context of charging, which right now I don't think I'm likely to do, but that's the one thing I can think of that someone might really want. In this position, I would consider locking the vampire courtier into the zombie unit, but I actually don't think I would. I don't see a major advantage. In fact, my best option right now is hopefully to chaff. But even that looks ugly. Rob?
Well, what I'm going to do is no charges.
Yep.
One. Oh, okay. Tokens causing issues.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
That's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 10. All right. Well, we'll just leave them. Oops. Like that.
Okay.
I can't actually get far enough forward to prevent you from doing anything, really. I don't think. And you are already chaffing your unit of zombies, so
yes.
And then the imps just need 2, 3, 4.
I want to touch that circle.
5. Yeah, and I want to touch it with the back rank.
You have.
Yeah. With as many guys as I can, so if I maybe only have 1 or 2 left, I can still be in there. And I've only gone 5, so I can still shoot at your courtier.
Agreed.
Okay. That
Lovely
brings us
clear
to
line of sight with maybe one exception.
I forgot even that the courtier now has all wounds.
Yeah, he's back up to full.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't put the back in. All right. Back to 3.
Right. Sorry.
All right.
I think you said full, but yeah.
Okay.
Back to full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I did say full, but I was actually thinking 4. So.
Gotcha.
All right. So 4 dice versus 2.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Although, do I want to make? Nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to kill him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Fate's Judgment with 4 dice on your courtier.
Yep. The obvious play. Probably the best one. There is nothing I can do about that.
Ooh.
Right,
D3 hits.
Does he die? Did he die? Let's see it.
Ouch.
Okay.
Armor. 4 up
Good
armor.
night, sweet prince.
4
Oh,
up.
he still gets armor. He still
Armor.
gets
He
armor.
does,
Okay.
yeah. If
Take
he's
the
0.
one.
Oh no!
Bitch.
See, I'm telling you, he has voice recognition built in. If you forget about a save that you have, it's programmed
weights
to
the
roll ones and
RNG.
twos.
Uh-huh.
That's
Absolutely. That is the kind of guy Pateglio is.
Yep. No, I get it.
ah man.
Sneaky,
What
sneaky.
what Python libraries are you using for voice rec? I'd love to know. Could work in a few tricks of my own.
There's
I know,
some
that's
very
what
nice
happens
manipulation that can be done with this.
when you work in a
Uh-huh.
phonetics lab. You know how to use the power of
Oh,
usage for
yeah.
evil,
I didn't
for
think of that.
evil purposes. You know?
Okay. This just
Ouch.
went from maybe a draw to charge and hope. Do you think I
Alright.
can roll 15 sixes? What are the odds of 15
Well, you only get
sixes?
10 dice, so probably not.
Excuse me, 10. Yeah, I guess I was thinking the ghouls probably can't roll 15 sixes. 10 times 1 in... No, it's 1 in 6 to the 10th.
All right. Well, you're calculating that. I'm going to put
Yep.
8 shots onto the.
Not good.
Oh. I think. All right. Everybody is in short range, but I moved, so still 5s.
About 1 in 165 million chances to roll 10 sixes.
And wounding the zombies
3
on
zombies die.
2s. Yeah, they're all dead.
Okay. Poppin', poppin', poppin'.
All right. That is it for me for the game.
Okay. Charges. They have a base of 4, so that needs a 4. That needs a 6, 7.
6.
It's a 6.
Yeah, closest is 9.8.
Okay.
Definitely the squishier target.
Yeah, but by how much? By quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, that is my best hope. That's absolutely my best hope. So we declare the charge against the imps. We resolve they need a 6 to make this charge. Well,
Good.
okay. Okay.
It's
I
gonna
want to see
happen.
this fight,
It's
so
gonna
I'm glad
happen.
that worked.
Can
Imps versus zombies is a clash of titans, right?
Yeah. We were talking about how much the world wanted to see goblins versus zombies. But maybe just the Italian-speaking world got to see that little
So-
gem.
That's close enough for everybody's purposes, right? All bases in contact.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's
gorgeous.
perfect.
Okay. I can no longer use magic, so I think we just go right to combat.
Yep. And agility 3, the imps are going first. 8 attacks. Hitting on, they have agility. I'm sorry, they have offensive 2, but
And
they're
I
still
have
hitting on
defense
3s.
Yep.
Enjoy the moment where imps are hitting
Yeah.
on 3s.
You
And
guys
roll
go
like this.
Yeah.
You know that
4.
Good
We'll
job.
take it, whatever.
You're only 1 below average.
And then, but we're still wounding on 5s.
Yeah. 4 on 5s.
For 2,
2.
there's that rank.
That's the rank. Okay. 10 zombies hitting on 4s. Not
5.
that great. That's not going to be good enough already. Well, maybe if I win the combat by enough and you suck at discipline. 5 on strict 3 res, also 3. 5 on 4s. 2.
2. And
You
then
just
5 up
Ugh.
for 1.
However, I
All
still
right,
win.
so charge and a wound
That's a push.
versus it's a push because you got
How
2
st-
charge and wound, and then I got 2
Oh,
wounds.
charge is only for 1. I keep thinking charge is for 2 points. I don't know why, but okay, it's a push. And that wins you the game.
It does.
Yep.
Which I think is the first time I've beaten you in like 3 or 4 matchups
Yeah, did you?
since the last time I used beasts.
That's what it was. That's
Yeah,
you buzzsawed
which was
me
a
with
while
beast.
ago.
Yeah.
So,
I think we've only played 2 since then, so yeah.
all right. Well, it's been a couple. So
It's been a
I got one back. I'm getting
Yep.
back in there.
It's just
Nicely
because
played.
the Demon Legions are overpowered, as we said at the beginning. Rob, don't
Um,
don't start thinking. Just
I know.
because
And
we
beasts
changed
are
all the
overpowered, so I can only beat him with
I would.
these really strong patrols.
piece.
I don't know if the Demon Legions are overpowered in this matchup. I think
Yeah.
there were some interesting dice rolls, and I absolutely misplayed the Hunters. I had an idea that didn't work out, and I stayed committed to it when I shouldn't have.
They're tough to use.
Yes,
Because
they're even
I
harder
was-
than the Sylvans.
I was doing the same. I was having the same problem. I had them like behind my battle line. I
Yeah.
had like a unit here and a unit here. They were back here, and I was like, I'm just gonna hold them back until the perfect
Right, until you can
opportunity.
flank crash.
And then I ended up just like moving them forward. I mean, I
Yeah.
still did a charge that kind of hopped over a unit, part of a unit, but
Yep.
it's really hard to preserve that like late game tool when you're like, I could just
Yes.
move them up right here and threaten these guys. They have such a huge range.
Yeah, and
So-
specifically that obviously the demons are good in close combat, but the Hellhounds didn't prove to be as good as I think you hoped they were. So the huge advantage that you had was these artillery imps hanging out in the back. I thought I could negate that. I was wrong.
Yeah, they were my saving grace over
They
here.
were, they were your stars. They really were.
Yeah, they really behaved well. No, and I have to say, we're a bit worried that, I guess 4 up for the Harbinger would have been too much. And that's the fact that
And he
you
failed
don't
his
lose
only one.
wounds. But in reality, it's not making a huge effect, this change. And
Right.
it makes much
Right.
more iconic. Because otherwise, you have the same rules for demons that you have for vampires and for the Undying Dynasties. That feels a bit bad. As a demon player, you would say like, oh come on, that's the perspective of an elf. That's the perspective of a human that says, yeah, your supernatural
the
things, you work differently, but you roll the same to me, you just die when I win combat. And I think the demons need to be a bit special compared to the undead, It's
Sure. It is kind of interesting too, lore-wise. You can bind it to, I mean, the undead are taking extra wounds because they can't move, they can't respond, they fall down, whatever. The demons aren't the same. The problem is keeping them bound to reality, right? That's their morale value is sort of indicating how well they are being held in mortal form, material form, rather than their actual morale, which they're demons. They don't have.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that it works in terms of iconicity of the how iconic the faction is, but also it doesn't break the game.
Right.
We can
Yeah,
consider changing the numbers for the Myrmidons if truly necessary, but no, don't think so. All right.
Well, good game, Epoch.
Good game. Well done.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for playing and for playtesting. We're gonna put yet another green laurels here in the playtesting matrix. Getting very close to publishing the new version with plenty of new stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
So, P, if we can spoil for everybody, maybe just a little bit, the next release of the alpha document for Essence of War will feature all 20 patrols. All right.
All
Just a
20
little,
patrols.
just a little peek inside the box, and then we close the lid again. That's for you guys out there.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my beardy shorties. I'm excited for that part.
That's gonna happen. Those are gonna be in there, and also their friends are gonna be in there. their friends and vassals, and you know, related people in the extended family. And that's the main point. Even if they are not released yet for the Fantasy Battles version, we will release them for Essence of War. So when we are ready, even if the new Hobgoblins are not out yet, and even if the new Vermin Swarm is not out yet, we will still get the patrols out so that people can start playing with the new version of all those books.
And we do have permission to do that.
Just
so
not
you know.
going rogue.
We're not going to be fired from the 9th Age for doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I told you, Rob. I told you that we have permission. And you're just trusting me that I told you that it's fine. And that the executive board is fine by that. Maybe they're not. Who knows?
I was just following orders.
That's the, yeah.
He literally told you on stream that he uses his powers for evil, and you're still going along with it.
Oh, I mean, I know what to expect.
Yeah.
What more proof do you need? All right, excellent. We'll see how that goes. Well, thank you guys for the game. Thanks for the playtesting. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Bye, Rick, if you're still there. Bye, Fear. Just came out at the very last moment. I will see you all again on the Discord and on the 9th Age forum, and we'll play again next time. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. See ya.
Bye.
Ciao.